Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences that playing board games with friends and families can create. Today, we are going to be playing DVONN on BGA. Now, here's the kicker. Off of a random die roll, we have come to this game. Nathan and I do not know the rules to this game whatsoever. So we are just going to give it a go and see what happens. So we have a board. I see letters A through K, some numbers, and some powdered donuts, some chocolate donuts. I don't even know if they're actually donuts.
It looks like a cookies and cream donut.
Red velvet maybe for the red ones. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, but let's take a look at the rules and see what we got going on. So apparently, this game is played in three phases.
Hmm.
First phase, you're going to be playing pieces, starting with white. And it looks like I'm white. Um, The players play pieces alternating on the board one at a time. Three red DVONN. And side note, we think it's pronounced DVONN. We're not 100% sure on that. But three red DVONN pieces, 23 white pieces, and 23 black pieces. Then start with the DVONN pieces and continue with their own color. A piece may be put on any vacant space without restriction. Well, can skip all that because apparently BGA semi-randomly filled the board. So on to second phase. Stacking pieces, starting with white. That's me. Players alternately move one piece or stack of their own color. The color of the topmost piece determines who owns a stack, and thus who may move it. A piece or stack must always be moved as a whole and moves as many spaces as there are pieces in the stack. They can be moved in any direction, but only along straight lines. A move may never end in an empty space, but is allowed to move across one or more empty spaces. A piece or stack that is surrounded on all six sides may not be moved. Single DVONN pieces cannot be moved, but stacks containing a DVONN piece can. Side note, losing pieces. Pieces and stacks must somehow stay in contact with at least one DVONN piece to remain in play. In contact means that there must always be a link directly or through a chain of other pieces with at least one DVONN piece. Otherwise, the pieces are removed from the board at once. All three DVONN pieces remain in play until the end of the game, even if they become isolated. The game ends. The players must play for as long as they can. If one player cannot make a move anymore, the other player must still continue if possible. The winner is a player who controls the most pieces and stacks with a piece of his color on top. All pieces in the stack are counted independent of their color. That's it.
So it sounds like basically you're trying to isolate the other player from and get them so their pieces are no longer touching the red.
Pretty much. And it doesn't matter the stack as long as you have your piece on top.
Okay. And as another note, the BGA also has a learn to play functionality, but for a game like this, I didn't think it was necessary. We're just going to try and learn it on our own.
We're just going for it.
We are brave like that.
But the idea is to show you how easy it is to actually use BGA to learn a game. And instead of trying to figure out how it's going and pick one, we rolled a D227 and somehow got four twice.
Okay.
I have no idea if these are good moves or bad moves.
I don't know either. Let's try something. Let's try this.
I don't even see where you moved.
Up top.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Up there it is.
They put a little number there, but since yours is your donuts are chocolate, it's hard to see the number.
Uh-huh. So, interesting.
Oh, they do chess-like notations over at the side.
Yes. Okay, so I can do the first isolation. Boop, your piece is gone. I want to move this one. Oh, it has to be in a straight line, that's right. Oh, I can move it on top of the red ones. Interesting, let's see what that does.
What's the worst that can happen? You know what? If you can do it, I can too.
Okay, so I can't move the one I put on the red one. It's interesting. Do this. Oh, what's the end game thing? Player. The winner is player who controls the most pieces in the stacks with pieces of his color on top. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Okay, you saw what I was trying to do. I want to see what this does. Nothing because you're on a red. Okay. Good to know.
But it lets me move it now.
Oh, interesting. It did say something about not being able to move it was if it was completely surrounded, right?
Yeah,
That
I
might be
think.
why I couldn't move that. If it's surrounded on all 6 sides, it may not move, yeah. So, interesting. Hmm. No. Okay, you saw what I was trying to do. But it doesn't stop me. Sacrifice a couple more pieces, though. Ha 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 ha. Interesting. What? What's the best way to do this? If I do that, you're going to do that.
I think I got you, Nathan.
Yeah, the problem is I only have one piece I can move.
It's that one sitting on D1, right?
Yes.
Face it, your donuts will not stand up to my donuts.
Okay. And you have that you can move. And that. And that. Oh, man, yes, you definitely won. Okay, that's... should be the game. So now that we understand how to play, that was pretty straightforward. We play again once more?
Yeah. Now, is it better to hit propose a rematch or play again?
I think play again. See what happens when you do play again.
Ooh, I got a new trophy.
Okay. I just think I have to go. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what the difference between propose a rematch and play again are.
Two sides of the same coin, probably. I should probably hit go to the game.
Yep. Okay. And you are first this time.
All right. Now,
Again.
knowing how to play, I don't know if it's actually going to help me or not.
Mm-hmm. I felt like I made some good moves in that game, but there was a couple mistakes I made towards the latter half because I didn't fully understand everything. It's very important that you cannot move less than your stack size. I'm going to start with that.
Two can play that game.
3 can play that game.
Four can play that game.
5 can play that game. And I can't see the number anymore.
5.
It's a 5, okay. Oop. Wrong game. Oh, that was dumb. Uh, Actually, I can undo it.
Actually, no. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm. It's interesting. The single donuts are actually more dangerous than the stacks. Okay. Now what?
this is a game of knowing more of what I'm doing as being a hamper to not knowing what I was doing.
Yes. I can see that. Hmm. Where can that go? I don't want to go there. Or do I? Hmm. Oh, let's do this. Okay. Oh no! I made a mistake. No, I didn't. I'm okay. Well, I did, but not as bad as all that. Okay, so I have options here. Taha! I must move us. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Now, I find the weird. It is strange at the very end because it makes you move pieces that are immaterial, like your
Yeah,
last move. And I had a couple in the last one. I was like, I'm moving over here. There's. I think that's just, but it did say this is a beta, so I bet that's probably something that are probably possibly going to take out.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting game. It's a lot of it's counterintuitive. It makes you think in a different way because the big
What?
stacks are a lot of points, but they're bad in that you're limiting your movement.
Mm-hmm.
And actually seizing those big stacks early is bad because it's easy for you to seize them back. So I intentionally did not seize your biggest stack because I knew it couldn't move, and I just was watching, making sure you can get pieces over there to be able to seize it back when I seized it.
Now thinking about it, the end moving pieces that possibly won't matter possibly do because it's all based around the red. So if you had moved one in an incorrect way, you could lose points
Yeah,
because if it can move, it has to. So
you could be forced to move something. In theory, be forced to move something that causes you to lose points.
yeah, so I do see the point of that one.
But yeah, it's a really interesting game. It's very simple, but it definitely taxes your brain in weird ways.
I'm gonna call this the donut game because that's what it looks like.
And it almost sounds like DVONN.
But that was DVONN. Look at that. We learned how to play two games. BJ is very good about setting up the scripting for you to play the game and pretty much makes it foolproof for you to play the game. That it's just on you to figure out what you're doing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. I don't know if that's one that I would own, but one of those play it here and there. If someone were to be like, "Hey, let's play this," sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a one I'd definitely be interested in playing more. Again, yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to own it. I don't go for a lot of abstract strategy games anymore. Um, but I can see somebody who's into abstract strategy absolutely loving it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Um, you know, I am not the brightest person, so a little bit of theme really does sell me. It could even be pasted on theme, and I'll fall for it.
Question is, how can you paste on a theme of this one?
Donut shop.
Donuts.
You got to stack the donuts to make them easier to ship to customers, deliver to customers.
Maybe, maybe,
Or,
or we
or,
could
actually,
anything round, bagels, tires.
yeah. Actually, the areas could be the donut shops, or the houses you're trying to deliver to, and you have to get the. It could work.
Yeah.
You got your delivery radius, so it has to be within your delivery radius of the houses you're trying to deliver or something along that lines.
Hey, Duncan, $1 million idea right here.
I don't like Dunk. Well, sponsorship
Hey,
gone now, but I don't really like them.
hey, and you're up in the New England area, so that's sacrilege for you to say something like that.
Yeah, we literally have a Dunkin' across the street from a Dunkin'.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, don't pay the money to Ben Affleck or Matt Damon. You can pay us.
Well, that was DVONN. We learned it as we go, and it was pretty fast and fun and nice little abstract strategy game. Hope you enjoyed watching that, and join us again.